morning to my dear students. I think all of you are comfortable and safe at home. Once again, I welcome you all to the back to the maths class. In our last class, we have discussed about the addition and subtraction of integers. Dear students, today we are going to discuss about the multiplication of integers. How to multiply two integers. There are some rules related to the symbol of usage of negative and positive numbers, and when we multiply these integers, what we want to take care. So I am going to explain you these rules of multiplication of integers. First thing is that when we multiply two integers which have positive symbol, means two positive integers, how we multiply? We multiply that their absolute value and write positive symbol in the answer. Example, positive 7 into positive 6. If we want to multiply these two integers, we first multiply their absolute value, and if both are positive, we write positive symbol in the answer. 7, 6 are 42. As both numbers are positive numbers, here we place positive symbol, or if it is positive, it is not necessary to write the symbol. So this is the first point we have to consider or take into account. Next thing is that if two numbers or two integers are negative integers, how we solve it? Same example we will take negative 7 multiplied by negative 6. If both integers are negative integers, here also we multiply their absolute value, and if both numbers are negative numbers or negative integers, that will be changed into positive. So when we multiply, we get 42, and if both integers are negative integers, automatically changes to positive. So positive 42 is the answer. And third thing is that if any one integer is negative and another is positive, example, negative 7 into 6. This is positive and this is negative. One is negative integer, another is positive integer. Here also we multiply that number, 7, 6 are 42. But if one integer is negative and another is positive, we write negative symbol in the answer. So these are the three important points you have to keep in your mind when we multiply the integers. If both integers are positive integers, answer will be positive. If both are negative integers, then also answer will be positive. And if any one integer is negative, then answer will be negative. After multiplication, we put this symbol. And odd number of negative numbers, if you multiply, odd number of negative numbers means if 3 negative numbers, 5 negative numbers and 7 negative numbers, if we multiply, answer will be negative. The product of the odd number of negative numbers will be negative. After multiplying, we put negative symbol. And even number of negative numbers, if we multiply, the product of even number of negative numbers will be positive. That means two negative numbers, or 4 negative numbers, or 6 negative numbers, or 8 negative numbers, if we multiply, answer will be positive. If 125 negative numbers, if we multiply, suppose if we multiply 125 negative numbers, 125 means is odd number, so answer will be negative. But if 150 negative numbers, if we multiply, total 150 negative numbers, if we multiply, 150 means it is an even number. So even number of negative numbers, if we multiply, the answer will be positive. So these points we have to consider when we multiply two rational numbers. Other things are same only. We multiply the numbers, and only you take care when you write the symbol. That symbol will be according to the symbol of the integers which we multiply. Accordingly, you have to see. And division also. When we divide two integers, of integers. When we divide two integers also, the same rule we have to follow. If we are dividing two positive integers, answer will be positive. If we divide two negative integers, then also answer will be in positive. And if one integer is negative, another integer is positive, then answer will be in negative. Example, negative 10 divided by negative 5. Suppose two are positive numbers. Here we divide this number, 10 divided by 5 means it is 2, answer will be positive. And if it is negative 10 divided by negative 5, then answer will be positive. Both negative numbers, if we are dividing, the answer will be positive. And if any one number is positive and another is negative, then answer will be in negative. So these are the main points regarding the division of integers. If we divide two positive numbers, positive integers, answer will be positive. If we divide two negative numbers, then also answer will be positive. And if we divide one integer that is positive, another integer that is negative, then the answer will be in negative. So these main points regarding multiplication and division you take into account. So these points you keep in mind. Students, now we are going to solve our first exercise questions. Look at the first question. Find the additive inverse of the following integers. Find the additive inverse of the following integers. Students, you have learned that what is additive inverse. Additive inverse of an integer means it is the exact opposite of the number. That means if it is negative, that it will be changed to positive, and if it is positive, it will be changed to negative. This is called additive inverse of an integer. So look at the first question. Negative 5,210. Its additive inverse is positive 5,210. It's opposite, exact opposite. And next one, positive 352. Positive 352 is exact opposite number is negative 352. So this is how we find out the additive inverse of a given number. If it is a positive number, we change it into negative, and if it is a negative number, that changes into positive. Look at the second question. Simplify the following integers. Simplify the following integers. Simplification means it includes addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, all the four operations. And here in this question, you can see negative numbers, positive numbers together. So how we solve or how we simplify if negative and positive numbers comes together? Let us see how to solve it. So here one method is that if negative and positive we subtract, and that answer again we solve with the third number. And another method is that if there are many positive numbers or many negative numbers, all the positive numbers we group together and all the negative numbers we group together, and finally we add or subtract according to the symbol of the number. So look at this, how we can solve this. Here you can see two negative numbers are there. So that two negative numbers we write together, negative 12 and plus negative 25. This we write together because they have same symbol, and we place inside a bracket this, and also next number, remaining number, positive 30, that we have taken outside of this bracket. Now we solve that. Both are negative. Therefore, if both are negative, then what we do? We add that number and put negative symbol in the answer. So 12 plus 25 is equal to 37. 37. As both numbers are negative numbers or both integers are negative integers, we put negative symbol, negative sign here. And next 32, positive 32. Here you can see that one number is negative number and another number is positive number. Means one integer is negative integer, another integer is a positive integer. And if one is negative, another is positive, what we do? We find the difference of this number. Means we subtract this number and write the symbol of the number having greater absolute value. So here we find out the difference of this number. The difference of this number is 5. 37 minus 32 is equal to 5. and here the greater absolute value this number has, because its absolute value is 37, its absolute value is 32. The greater absolute value 37 has. Therefore, we write the symbol of this number. This number is negative. Therefore, we write negative 5. So it is simplified, and this is answer. I think you have understood how to solve this question. Let us move to the next question. The next question, I am going to solve question C. Question B is just like this only, so that you can do it as a homework. And now I am going to solve question C. Positive 45 minus negative 32. Here it is subtraction. Dear students, you have studied the rule of subtracting integers. What's the rule of subtracting integers? Add first integer with the additive inverse of the second integer. Which is the first integer? Positive 45. That number we have to add. This subtraction changes to addition with the additive inverse of second integer. What is the second integer? Negative 32. What is the additive inverse of negative 32? Negative 32's additive inverse is a positive 32. So here we take the additive inverse of this number. Now you can see that both integers, they have changed to positive integers, and the subtraction that changes to addition. According to the addition rule, in order to add two positive integers, what we are doing, dear students, we add both these numbers. As it is positive, we add both these integers and then write the answer. That means it is a 45 plus 32 is equal to 77. And as both integers are positive integers, in the answer also we place the sign positive. So positive 77 is the simplified form of this question. So dear students, I understood that how to solve this question. The remaining two questions, that means question B and question D, that is a homework for you. Everybody try this, okay? Now students, let us see the third question. That is also simplification only. Same process we have to follow. Just two questions I will solve, and the remaining two questions is a homework for you. First of all, we see question A. 1500 minus 1200 plus 1030 plus negative 1080. There are some positive numbers, addition, subtraction, everything together. So first of all, according to the rule, we change these numbers. First here 1500, and subtraction means, you have studied that subtraction means adding with the additive inverse. So what's the additive inverse of this? It is negative. So we write plus negative 1200. Actually, this is subtraction symbol. This is not the symbol of this. This is positive. But subtraction means adding with the additive inverse. Therefore, we have written here additive inverse of positive 1200 is negative 1200 and plus 1030. Here only we take the additive inverse because it is addition only, plus only. Where we take additive inverse, when there is subtraction symbol, then we take the additive inverse. And here plus negative 1080. So we have rewrote these numbers according to the rule. Now we can follow how many negative numbers are there that we can group together, and how many positive numbers are there that also we can group together. Here you can see that this number and this number are positive, and these two are negative. So first of all, we write all the positive numbers together and add it. Plus 1030. This we place inside separate bracket, and plus between plus symbol. And how many negative numbers are there? That will take 1200 plus negative 1080. This also we write bracket. Then we add 1500 and 1030. Both are positive numbers. Therefore, we add that. That means 2530. That is positive number. And here plus symbol here. And here also two negative numbers. If both are negative, we add that negative numbers. 1200 and 1080 is equal to 2280. That is negative number. As both numbers are negative numbers, we after adding these numbers, we write a negative symbol in the answer. So now we can see that one integer is a positive integer, another integer is negative integer. What we do? We find the difference of these numbers. We can find the difference of these numbers. Here one side you can write 2530 minus 2280. We can minus 0, 5. That means 2. So here subtracting we got 250, and here which symbol we place? Here you can see that the number is having greater absolute value. This number is having greater absolute value. Its symbol is positive. Therefore, we write here positive symbol as the answer. And it is not necessary. If the number is positive numbers, it is not necessary to write positive symbol. So the answer is 250. Okay. Now students, let us see question number D. Question number B and question number C. They both are common. And question number D, how we solve. So here also we rewrite this question according to the rules. So, negative 237 plus 932 plus 135 minus subtraction changes to addition with the additive inverse. Additive inverse of this is negative 448, and here also addition, subtraction changes to addition 999, and here is subtraction changes to addition and 106 negative 106. So here we have written how many positive numbers are there, how many negative numbers are there. You can see that this is negative, these all numbers are negative. And here when we add these positive numbers, all the positive numbers we have written together, two positive numbers, and all the negative numbers also we have written together. When we add these positive numbers, we get 1067. Here this addition 1067, and here when we add all these things we get Here the sum of these all negative numbers is 890. As all numbers are negative numbers, we put negative symbol in the answer. And here you can see that one number is a positive integer and another is a negative integer. Again we want to take the difference of these numbers. 1067 minus 890. We get 177. Which symbol we will write in the answer? You take the absolute value of these two. The absolute value of 1067 is greater, therefore its symbol is positive, therefore we write positive symbol in the answer. So we have completed that question. Remaining two questions in that third question, B and C are remaining, that is a common. So I think students, today these are enough. I think today's all questions you have understood very well. So practice yourself once again at home, and also the given homework I am going to give, that homework also you can solve and practice yourself. So if you have any doubt regarding this solution of this question, you can connect me with through Google Meet, and in Google Meet you can clear your doubts and other things. So students, have a nice day for everyone, and also once again I remind you that you should be safe at home. Always wear mask when you go out, and also keep distance if it is possible, and sanitize your hands, and also instruct your family members also to the things, because the cases are increasing and it is we are going in a very dangerous situation. So our safety we have to take care ourselves. So these things you have to take care. Once again, I thank you all for watching this online maths class. Thank you everybody. Have a nice day.